it's Maggie from My Favorite Thing. So I wanted to do a review on the Hermes Bearn, B-E-A-R-N wallet, bifold, and my Sarah wallet, which I currently have for sale. I'm not sure that I'm gonna, I don't know. I really hesitated. I don't want to have too many wallets. I like having one wallet, especially as something as expensive as these. I saw this on Fashion File and I bought it when they were having the sale, the additional 10% sale on their already reduced prices. So I bought, and it's just when they had that sale and I saw that this was available, I just bought it. And then after I bought it, I told myself, what am I doing? I have two large wallets, I need to sell one. So then I decided to sell this. So this one, I got it in the first place because it can fit 16 cards. There's not too many wallets that can fit 16 cards. Plus, I love the Sarah wallet because you open it just once. There's no zipper or anything. You can put a zipper, this section right here, that's where I put my coins in. There's a slot here, a large slot here. In fact, my iPhone, I have an iPhone XS Max, and with a thin case will fit in. So I could almost use this as a clutch. So there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6 cards here that you can put in. And then you can put 6 cards here, that's 12, right? And then there's 4 cards right in the front, which is really, really convenient. Oh God, I don't know if I'm making a mistake by selling this. So that's the Sarah wallet, but it's big and it's heavier. So I don't tend to use it that much. And I've been kind of keeping most of the cards here and taking the cards out as I need, but the one that I always use is this clay, which has 3 of my most used cards, which is my driver's license and my Costco card and my another credit card and my keys. So I just grab this and go wherever but if I know I'm going shopping or whatever, I might take this and I gotta take a bigger purse. If I'm taking a small purse, I have a smaller wallet that I put things in, and then it just becomes kind of confusing. And I've left cards in this wallet by taking the wrong wallet. I don't even know. I don't have a really good system. So if you have a really good system, I'd love to hear about it. But getting back to why I got this, it's mainly because it was on sale. Do you guys ever do that when okay, so I have had this on back of my kind of a wish list. I've seen this, a friend of mine had purchased one in Paris and I loved it, but when I first saw it, I thought, that's really cute. I love the size because look at the difference in size. Look at that. There's a huge difference in size, right? And I'll measure it. But I loved it, but it only has really 5 card slots right here. And then the rest of it is a slot here, another slot here, and a bigger slot here. And that's a really big slot. That's the newer version. Some of the older ones have, really older ones, I think have less, smaller slot. And then there's a slot here and then a coin area. And then there's nothing else. The other thing is this closure to me is kind of a pain because you have to slide it through and then pull it. I'm getting used to doing that. But, and Winnie Y, I think that's her channel, I'll link it below. She's done a review after using it for 10 years. Hers is a trifold, and she's mentioned that there's some, glazing will split. This one, there's a little bit of a glazing problem in the corner, and it's just, it's just bound to happen because, if you're gonna do that, that is a point of wear. But other than that, I think this is really in really good shape. But I wanted to kind of compare the two so you guys can see, and hopefully it'll help somebody who's considering this or this. And also, if you have this wallet, if you carry a lot of cards, do you find it will the cards fall out of it from here if you put cards in? Or is this really only meant for 5 cards? I don't know. Because I do have a lot of cards that I carry. And so what I would have to do is, I would have to do is I put 5 or 6 cards here, and then I'd have to put the remaining cards in these areas, and then maybe cash in this area, and maybe some more cards here. But then is it gonna look like Is it gonna make imprint in the back? And I just don't know. I would love your opinion on what I should do about this. So I'm gonna insert measurements and weight of these items. Okay. Okay, so this is 7 inches by, let's see, about three and a half. It's like 3.5, right? 3.5 inches. And the thickness, I mean, I put all my cards in here too, is, what is that? Little over, it's about 1/2 inch. Okay. Now, this one is my Sarah wallet. Sarah wallet is 7.5 inches by 4 inches by, I'm gonna do it at the widest. It's about 1 inch. Okay, this is 4.6 ounces. Yeah, 4.6 ounces. And this empty is 7.4 ounces. Wow, that's a big difference. Okay, so this wallet, you could tell I just got this. You know, when it came, the box was all messed up. This is what this wallet looks like. It's a bifold wallet, and you're supposed to put this through right here, and which I think is kind of a pain. You have to do that. I'm not quite used to it. So it's not a snap button. So you have to go like that and then pull it through. I'm just not used to doing that. I have seen other pre-loved wallet, this wallet, where this has gotten really loose, but this one is still tight. This zipper, you can see the click, so it's not flopping around. I think that's a really good touch. And this is where I can keep my coins. There's a slot here for, I just thought that maybe I can put some gift cards or something. And then this gusset area, that is kind of large. You know, you can put a lot of bills or whatever else in there. There's 1 slot, 2 slot, and 3 slot. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card slots. That's it. There's nothing in the back. When I've seen used ones, because I saw it in eBay, there's a lot of wear could come right here in the corners, and the glazing could come off in the corners, I've seen. And also some of the wear could be right here and also right here, because this keeps going in and out. So I've seen this sort of messed up. The corners with a lighter color wallets, I've seen it become darker. This I think is in really good shape. There's a little bit of like separation of glazing right here. A little bit. I mean, it's really not separating from the leather, it's just separating from each other. Other than that, so my problem is it doesn't fit all my cards. I have a lot of cards here as well. Let's see. Okay, so between these two, one's lighter, one's heavier. This one fits 16 cards and maybe even your phone. This one doesn't fit your phone, but it does fit 5 cards, and you might be able to put, I mean, maybe you can put more cards in these other slots. I don't know if that's gonna fall out. This is a snap closure, which is really convenient, right? Very easy. This is a sliding sort of a loop that goes through the H. So not as convenient, but significantly lighter and smaller. So should I keep this or should I send it back? I don't know, and I'd love your opinion. I have a feeling I'm gonna send it back. I don't know. By the way, I've done a ton of research on the wear and tear of this. And from what I can find, and maybe you guys can add more information in the comment section, because obviously I haven't used this at all. So the things that I find are wallets with lighter colors will have dark staining here. As I mentioned before, there's wear on the corner, either splitting or wearing off of the glazing. And sometimes you see the threads coming out, loose stitching or missing threads on the corners. This little tab is another area, because you have to slide it through. Sometimes the end could be like worn. When this is worn a lot, I have also seen this really loose going in and out because this gets flatter. Not really loose to a point of like falling out, I don't think, but it does, you know, it does sort of come a little bit loose like that instead of being tight like that. Anyway, that's the wear I've seen. With this one, I mean, I have had this for, gosh, how long have I had it? About a couple years, I think. And it's really in great shape. The only thing that I see, that I noticed as I was putting this for sale, is that there's a little nick that I didn't notice. I don't even know how I got it. But you know, I don't think it's gonna be causing any problem, but when I touch it, it feels like I can feel a little bump. And then this hole right here, the stitching hole, it's the way they made it. The hole's a little bit bigger where the stitch goes through, but I don't think that's a flaw. Other than that, the glazing is great. I like the Retiro, this one, because this was a piping rather than just glazing. This is where you open and close, and I like the fact that this had piping in it. So I don't have any glazing issues right here, like sometimes you could see some people having problems. I love the fact that it's got so many cards, but I don't like the fact that it is so big and heavier, and it takes up a lot of room in some of my smaller purses. So I have to find alternative things to carry. Okay, so that's it. I hope you liked this video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up and click the bell notification so that you would be notified when I upload more videos, and subscribe. Okay, bye.